So good evening and welcome. It's Saturday the 23rd of April. I hope I've got that correct. And this is an intimate evening uh, of mediumship with Deb Clarke. I played the sheep video specifically at the request of Deb, because now that she's moved to the West Country, she's becoming all West Country. She only eats pasties, drinks cider, and goes out visiting sheep. So tonight it's an intimate evening of mediumship with Deb, wonderful medium, and amazing evidence always from our loved ones in the spirit. So I'm really looking forward to it. And so she'll be with us in just a minute. If you'd like to comment this evening on the service and especially interact with the medium, with Deb as she works, we need to see your name rather than be calling you a Facebook user. So go above the screen to the button mark streamyard.com/Facebook. If you'd like to take this broadcast and share it, go to the click link button. And if you're watching on catch up, enjoy. Deb's a wonderful medium, and you'll have a wonderful evening. Thank you. So, so have I built you up enough?
Yeah, too much, Ben. You've done too much now because it puts me on, pressure on me now, doesn't it? You see.
Well, you've never shied away from pressure previously, in my experience.
There's always a first time.
So, did I get that wrong about cider and pasties and visiting sheep on the moors?
You've been watching me, Ben.
I'm surprised. It's about the height of my excitement these days. I'm surprised I don't need you out. You'll have to come down to Plymouth and we'll take you out onto the moor.
And feed me cider and pasties.
And treat you to cider and pasties. That's all you get for dinner. And you'll be walking all day, so you'll be shattered. You look very radiant and red this evening.
Red. Power colour. I thought better get a power colour on for you, Ben. Help spirit along as well. I need some energy.
I see you're in good form, and you've been working almost every night this week. Oh. So, but it just hasn't tired you out, obviously.
Well, it did, but it did tire me out. But yesterday I had a day off, and I went to bed at 9. I had to. I couldn't stay awake any longer, so I went to bed at 9. So I've caught up a little bit, but it does tire you out, doesn't it?
Does, yeah. I find even doing like next Saturday Saturday afternoon I'm at Brixham doing private readings at an afternoon tea event, and then in the evening I'm doing an intimate evening of mediumship here, and on the Sunday I've got Jack Eckhard Langeland doing the Sunday service. So I'll be acting a little bit as interpreter as well, but looking forward to that. So first and foremost, we say hello to some people. This is Mark Hay, and Mark is from Glasgow. And he's saying to us, Ben and Debs, good evening. So say hello to Mark.
Hi, Mark.
And Claire Colbeck is saying to us, good evening, Ben and Debs, and everyone online. So there, Cheryl Bedinark. Hello, Cheryl. Good evening and welcome. Mia Thomas, then you know Mia, of course. You've given her many messages. Samantha Jane. I think she's from Milton Keynes or Buckingham, that area. Good evening, Samantha Jane, and welcome. And lovely to see you. And after Samantha Jane, who have we got? Good evening, Ben and Deb, and everybody. And everyone over well, yeah, Thomas. Good evening. So that's Sue Treadwell. Good evening, Sue. Sue is one of our members, and she's going to become a Reiki master, trained by myself. Yeah, exactly. You didn't know I have these skills.
No.
You're just, keeping it quiet. You have to go down. Facebook user, that's Mark Hay. And Georgia Armstrong. Good evening, Georgia. And she's saying good evening, Andrea Rees. Hello, Andrea. And another Facebook user, Andrea de Canson. Good evening, Andrea. And this is hello and evening to all. Marie Raw is watching. That's Charlotte Gerlach. Good evening, Charlotte, and welcome. And thank you for joining us this evening. Mia is saying, everybody, Vivian Webster, our great friend Vivian Webster from Loughborough, not far from where you come from originally. Yeah. Here's our great friend, Richard Pugsley, love and light and healing to everybody. He's not been well. You ring him up and you could.
Oh, how's it go, Ben?
You want me to do it again?
Yeah.
I think you're teasing me. We should get him on and let him talk to us. Eh?
Go on. Yeah, he can come on and do the intros.
Yeah. Audrey Ducanson, good evening, Benel, Deb and everyone. Hello, Audrey, and welcome. I think Audrey lives up in Glasgow, around that area, south of Glasgow. Ben and Deb, that's Maria Ra. Richard Pugsley, Healing Symbols Imprinted. Thank you, Richard. Richard is, so people receive healing as we work. There we are. Also, Trish Owenwall. Good evening, Trish. Mia Thomas, Georgia Armstrong. And she's thanking Richard for that. Hi, Vivian. And the Facebook user, God only knows,
Mark A.
Mark A.
Again.
Wendy Fahy. Good evening, Wendy, and welcome. And good evening, Ben and Deb. And Heather Stevens. It suddenly jumped. There's a whole pile of people saying hello. Facebook user, I'm sorry, Facebook users, but now it's getting so busy with comments. Fiona Rosen, hello, Fiona, and Red Debs. See, I'm not the only one I notice.
Right, I'm going to buy loads of. You'll all see me in just red now. I'll just go out and just buy anything that's red.
No, that red you've got.
I like red.
It looks.
I've got a few red bits.
Lovely on you. That's Jackie Lidster. Hello, Jackie, and Jackie is from Milton Keynes as well. And Mia says red brings out your eyes, Deb.
Oh, are they red as well? Bloodshot through tiredness. It's a good job spirit don't need my eyes, isn't it?
Facebook users, hello. Another people wondered why I could not hear. Helps if I turn the volume on.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that does that.
Joe Clarke is watching us. Hello, Heather Stevens. Good evening and welcome. Heather lives up here at the back of me and is a neighbour and a friend. I count myself lucky that she's my friend.
Is there any newbies on here? Any new people? Let us know.
Audrey Ducanson. Alba El Azari. Abla. Good evening, Abla. Abla and I became friends today, and she's on with us this evening. So welcome, Abla, and lovely to see you. And I hope that you enjoy the evening with Deb. And Dorothy Devine. Hello, Dorothy, and welcome. Evening, Ben. Vivian, love of the humour, having a good giggle. Vivian Webster. She's loving the humour. I don't know any other way to work with you.
A lot of people don't. It's nice. It uplifts it, and spirit like a laugh as well. It uplifts the energy, doesn't it?
Yeah. I do love a lot. And I remember when the first time we worked together, which was a long time ago, I was very prim and proper. But in the end, I gave up. There was no point.
You're scary, but I've kind of what's the word? I've kind of like mellowed you or brought, I've worn you down, haven't I? I've worn you down now, you see.
You've worn me down. You've more than worn me down.
Don't say that.
Yeah, but it is nice when mediums come on and we have this humour. Dorothy Devine, good evening, Dorothy. The volume was down. Okay. I am new. Good evening. A Facebook user is new.
Yeah, tell us if you're new and where you're from as well. That's really nice. And sometimes you don't pop up like Ben says, so you might be an idea to shove your name in the notes, mightn't it, Ben?
That's Abla saying she's new. And welcome, Abla, as I said already. Right. A few last readers on tonight, Ben. That's Mark Hay again. Yes, Mark. We have a big following in Scotland. I've been doing some services in Scotland, and it's awful. I shouldn't really go on and do services because people come looking for me and join. I think churches even don't like me serving because I always mention that I run a church, and they come flocking like the sheep.
That's good.
That's Richard's joke about the flock. Got to laugh in life. Yes, I agree, Fiona.
Especially at the moment.
Yeah, always good energy. We're going to be out of oil soon. Always good energy and spirit and good will on with your smoke. And that's Mark. Again, I recognise the grammar. Cheryl Bedenak, good evening to you both in Darlington. Who's in Darlington from Kent?
In Darlington from Kent.
That's Jacqueline Hill.
Oh.
And welcome to Diana Simpson this evening. And Rachel Mayer. Rachel is from Torquay. And hi, Rachel, from another Rachel. So that's Rachel out. And Abla says, I love to laugh while I'm giving messages. And I am Egyptian, but living in Nottingham. Isn't that extraordinary? So we'll have to chat, Abla, and you'll have to come on with us some evening and make us laugh. And we'll have some wonderful, loving messages. And that's Diana Simpson, who's a wonderful medium from this area. She's from Torquay or from Brixham. And so she is very good. And Rachel Mayer is saying hello. Well, we've worked the audience. Cheryl, that's lovely. I am from Nottingham, but living in Wales. Cheryl's gone to Wales.
There you go then.
What part of Wales is the question?
It's all good, isn't it, in Wales? It's all nice in Wales, isn't it?
Yeah. And Diana Simpson says thank you. Abla is a good medium. Jacqueline Hill.
Yeah, I know who that is now. I've seen Alba. I know who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she is good.
For a minute, yeah. I couldn't think who it was, but I know who it is now.
You know who it is, yeah. And Cheryl's in South Wales. And South Wales is very beautiful. The Gower Coast and all along that area. And so then, and Jacqueline Hill says, so is Deb.
Oh.
And Nicola.
Pay you later. I'll pay you later.
Well, we've said good evening to everybody. And Andrea Rees, she's saying, we are all wonderful.
It's Welsh.
Is Welsh.
We're all wonderful. It's Welsh.
Wonderful in Welsh. Bless you and thanks very much. That is nice. That touched my heart. That's Abla that's saying that. Well, Abla, you'll be on before you know it. Laura Brain, hello, from Ross-on-Wye. Ross-on-Wye. That's in England, or is it?
Yeah, it's kind of near Wales, isn't it?
It's right
on the way, isn't it? Gloucestershire way, that way, I think.
I've only been there once, and I stayed in a hotel, and it was looking down over a valley. I thought it was the most beautiful landscape that I'd seen. It was wonderful. And us Welsh, Andrea Rees, us Welsh, We are wonderful, us Welsh. There we are.
No.
Yeah, and that's right. And Laura Brain, she's from Hertfordshire, and hi to you both. Lovely to join you both. And that's Nicola Larry. Hello, Nicola. And Georgia Armstrong from Hertfordshire. And thank you, Nick. Good evening. Nick has brought back some sanity and said hello. And we're in the beautiful Rhondda Valley in South Wales. Rhondda Valleys. I have a story about Wales I must tell sometime. I learned something very beautiful in Wales. Somebody taught me something very beautiful that has affected my life. Okay, I'll just say a little prayer. George Armstrong, I'm in Ross and Wye, was in Herefordshire.
It kind of, I think it isn't it? Yeah, isn't it up a little bit and towards that way?
Yeah.
It's up the map a little bit from us, Ben.
And I think she's got it. Yeah, the Royal Hotel. I think that's what it's called, Laura, where you stayed. It's in Herefordshire, not Hertfordshire.
Not Hertfordshire.
Yeah, and Georgia Armstrong, she's in Buckingham. She's just boasting now.
Yeah, I was going to say that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, I have to make do with Plymouth, but then the wonderful countryside and the moors and everything, and the coastline and everything. Good evening, Nikki Horn, as well, from Buckingham, as well. Nikki is a very good medium, I hear, on the quiet. She's very good. Right. As my father would say, you've promoted enough.
You'll have to get a fledglings night on here and get about.
I will do. Yeah, we've got a whole pile of people in training. Our training group is headed up by Susan Broadwood Hughes, and Susan has got about 20-something people in training, and we're running a training course over 2 years. But we're also bringing in other mediums to back up and support, and other speakers, because mediumship isn't just about reading the evidence, but it's also about knowledge of people and knowledge of the things that trouble people, etc. Somebody's saying that Jacqueline Hill is saying that's a great idea. So it will happen. You'll have to come on with us. Keep an eye on them. We do an open circle. We'll go on next Wednesday evening. Susan and I run it. And it's normally people who are wanting to learn. And so we do a teaching thing as they're giving messages. So we make them go back and examine the evidence. So say somebody said to me, "Oh, you suffer from headaches." I said, "No, but we go back and check the evidence." And she said, "Well, they're telling me something that you're like this." And so my father was talking to me, and he had read that as that I was suffering from headaches. No, it's me doing healing, self-healing every day. So we kind of teach them to read the evidence and not just give the first thing comes to your head. Diana Simpson saying, "I feel that training is vitally important." Thank you, Diana. And it is, isn't it? It's the future, Deb, that we train as many people as we can. But train them in lots of things, not just mediumship.
Quite right.
Quite. So, are you ready?
Connecting as I'm talking, Ben. That's what I'm seeing miles away.
I know. I realized what you were doing. You're on.
I'm on. That was quick. I didn't expect it that quick. Hello, everybody.
I'll come back if you like.
No, you're all right. You're all right. I'll just explain if there's any newbies on here. What I usually do, I can see the comments. Sometimes I'll go by who I'm drawn to, but sometimes I will throw the information out and we will try and narrow it down to get to the right person. Ben will help me do that. That's what we usually do, but we'll see what happens. So what I'll do is I'll give you the information. If you can take it, tap up a little message, say I can understand, and tell us also what you're saying yes to, because that helps us narrow it down as well. If we give you dates, are going to be anniversaries, birthdays or passings. all I will say to you is take everything we say on board, because I'm just repeating what Spirit say to me. So take everything that we say on board and go and check it, because it will be right. It's just a matter for you to go and find out where it belongs. And do remember that they will involve the rest of your family as well. So don't just think of the message for yourself. Remember that Spirit will want to talk to the rest, about the rest of the family as well. And dates are going to be anniversaries, birthdays, or passings. And that's it. And that's basically how I work. So we're just waiting. I've got somebody with me already, but I've got Fred with me. Now I've got a dad. He's telling me he's dad, but he's going to be granddad as well. But his name's Fred. And he's looking for somebody here. He's actually telling me he's got his wife here as well. Actually, he's just said it's Fred and his wife, granddad and Nan. So if anybody's got Fred as a granddad and also Nan in spirit as well. And Fred's dressed with the cap, so I know he used to wear his cap. He's telling me about folding it in half and putting it in his pocket. He's very gentlemanly as well. It's like when he goes into somewhere, he'll take his cap off, he'll fold it up and he'll put it in his pocket. So he's a lovely gentleman, is Fred. He comes with his wife, like I say. Okay. He comes with his wife as well, does Fred. He's talking about a link also. I don't think it's him, but there is a link to Birmingham in the family as well. So there's a link with the Midlands, he's telling me. Okay, so somebody's got a link with the Midlands, whether that's work or family. He's also talking to me about a link to Blackpool as well. There's memories of Blackpool, he's telling me. Okay. So let's have a look, see who we've got. Birmingham, my sister lived. Is this for you already, mate?
This is Mia again.
Mia already, okay. We'll see what else we've got then, Mia. I don't know what he's making me do, Mia. He's making me stand here and I'm playing with my thumb. I'm doing this kind of thing. So he's aware of somebody that does this as a habit, plays with their thumb. All right, doing this. It's more of he's telling me it's a bit of nerves, but it's also a bit of a habit. When they're talking to somebody, they'll do this kind of thing. And he's talking to me about that as well. But he's also going on to somebody that likes and he's describing it, likes to have their nails done. But he's saying he's describing it as likes to have their nails decorated. So they have the fancy nail varnish, with the patterns, and he's been watching somebody do that. He just said to me, they go into a nail bar and have their nails done. Okay. And he's just saying to you, I know about this. Mia is talking to me about studying. All right. He's talking to me about studying. So the studying for you. All right. Books coming up. He's talking about books, and he's talking about I didn't catch the first bit of what he said, but he's speaking about something guild, the something guild. So I don't know whether I don't know what it is, the something guild. I think it's a place or a club or something like that he's bringing in. So remember, he's been, he's been doing this. He's talking about the something guild to do with you as well. He's talking to me also about, he says to me to tell you there will be a house move for you. Okay, so watch for the house move. Remember when Spirit talk about house move, it can be far off. So don't worry too much about it if you've just moved, but there's going to be a house move for you, he says. He's also talking to me about an Irish link in your family going back that comes with a Catholic link as well, he's just told me. So an Irish link and a Catholic link. He says that he wants me to give you, I think it's Limerick in Ireland. He wants me to give that to you as well. So Limerick in Ireland is going to mean something to you as well. He's totally changing the subject now, making me laugh. He's talking, he's just said to me, somebody needs to defrost their fridge. Defrost their fridge. There's ice at the back of a fridge or something, fridge or a freezer, but they need to defrost it. If they leave it too long, it's going to go wrong, he says. So whoever this is, Mia, needs to get their fridge or freezer sorted out and defrosted. I don't know, this is different because he's just told me that, and then I can see, for some reason, I could see water dripping from the freezer. So I don't know if there's been a problem with the freezer in the past, and that's separate. So besides the defrosting of the fridge or the freezer. There's another problem where one kept dripping or something like that. So watch for that. Okay. Oh, it's your fridge. Okay, then. So watch for that as well. Okay. He's saying he's got a gentleman with him in spirit that you should recognise. He was a very, very heavy smoker, and he had the brown stains between his fingers. Okay, so he's not telling me who he is, but you should recognise him. Okay, he's talking about that. Okay, the brown stains between his fingers. Okay, there's a new baby coming around you, Mia. So what's for the new baby coming? This is a family. This is family as well. So there's a new family baby coming your way as well that he's interested in, that he's looking forward to. He's rubbing his hands with glee. So watch for that. And he's also telling me that there are 2 babies in spirit. Okay, 2 babies in spirit that you should know of as well. Okay. Also, Also, John in spirit wants to say hello to you as well, John. And also, there's a lady in spirit called Dora that you might have to look up. I've got a feeling you might not know her, but you look her up. Dora wants to say hello to you as well. She's lovely as well. But I think him and your nan's here, but she hasn't said anything yet because she's letting him step forward, I think. Okay. But they've just come, I think, to say hello. No specific reason, but he just says, I just wanted to come and say hello and let her know that I'm around. There's healing needed for an older member of the family. He says, so that this is a lady around you that needs some, he's describing a strong healing, but whoever this lady is, she also needs some help with her sleep, like lavender or something. He's giving her lavender because he's talking about this lady needs healing and also some more sleep. So he wants to give her a bit of lavender to help her sleep as well. Okay. Anything else? You should feel spirit around you, Mia. He tells me that you can feel spirit around you as well. All right, so that's where the healing's coming then. They're giving her healing. Also, your mom is getting healing from her mom and also a nan as well. They're trying to give her some healing as well. Okay, anything else? Just wanted to say hello. Tell your mom that spirit hear her prayers as well, because she obviously sends her prayers up to spirit as well. So let her know that spirit are around and they hear her prayers as well. And they want to thank you before they go, Mia. They want to thank you for also helping your mom. Okay, I don't know if it's your I don't know if you've been shopping or something. I'm carrying loads of shopping bags. Your granddad's given me shopping bags to help with your mom as well. And they want to thank you for doing a shopping, but also you've been hoovering for your mom or something. Somebody's been hoovering up on behalf of your mom, so they want to thank whoever that is as well. Just thank you for helping, and that's why they've popped in. There you go. So that's for you, Mia. I hope that was okay for you. I think they're going now, so I hope that was okay for you. All right, let's see where I'm going now. Was that you sneezing then, Ben?
I'm so sorry.
No, it's all right. It made me laugh. Right, okay, so that's Mia done. Who have we got here then? Thanks. I've got a lovely lady called Dottie next who's coming in. She's lovely, Dottie. She tells me her name was Dorothy, but it was shortened to Dottie. Okay, thanks, Mia. So Dorothy in spirit, shortened to Dottie. Also a mom. She's got quite a big family as well as Dorothy. She's got quite a big family. So especially ladies, she's saying, I'm surrounded by women. She's saying, surrounded by women. So whoever can take Dottie or Dorothy in spirit, let me know. She's lovely, she is. Very jolly lady as well. She tells me that she's been in spirit quite a while as well. Okay. Dorothy, she's been in spirit quite a while. And if this is for you, then Fiona, let me know. She's a mom and she's a nan as well. But she tells me that she's been in spirit quite a while. She's quite jolly. She's part of a big family, although she's telling me that a lot of her family are in spirit with her because she's been up there a while. So a lot of her family have followed her up there as well. She's also telling me, I know I had Fred for Mia, but I've also got a Fred that belongs with Dorothy as well in spirit. And Dorothy is bringing, actually, hang on a minute. Now, Dorothy's not looking for, I don't know who are you looking for? She's telling me she's a mom and a grandmother, so I don't know whether she's looking for a daughter or a granddaughter at the moment. So is it your mom then, Fiona? Dorothy, talking about a big family, a big extended. This is the main thing, Fiona, that she's talking to me about, a big extended family. But she's also telling me that her family is growing. So there's babies coming, Fiona, if they're not here already, but her family is growing. And she's talking about, Fiona, if this is for you, she's talking about the reminiscing that's been going on, the reminiscing. So Fiona, somebody's been reminiscing as well. All right. So thinking about people in spirit as well. Okay. She connects with lavender, Fiona. I want to make sure I'm with you. She connects with lavender. She likes her lavender, but she's putting it around you as if you need it because you're lacking in sleep. She's describing somebody's lacking in sleep. You're saying maybe, Fiona. Okay, so is this your mom, isn't it, Fiona? Dorothy, or Dottie as she's calling herself. But she's talking about reminiscing, and she's talking about giving you lavender to help you sleep a little bit better, because she's talking about your sleep keeps getting interrupted. It's as though you wake up at the slightest noise. Okay, and she's talking about just giving you the lavender to help you sleep. Okay, come on then. She's talking about also there's Bert in spirit as well. You should know who Bert is. She's with Bert, and she wants to cut off. She's just told me that the month of September means something to you. So that'll be an anniversary, birthday or passing, and also October. So September and October will mean something to you as well as February. She says that she's been listening to somebody that wants a new TV. Somebody's been complaining about their television. I don't know whether it's because it's not working properly or just because of the size of it. They want a bigger size, but she's aware of somebody wanting a new TV. Apparently, the sound on somebody's television is not very good, and they've been complaining about it. So if you don't understand it, ask for your family. She also says that somebody is talking about having a new car or wanting a new car. And I don't know whether she means somebody wants a red car or somebody likes red cars, because she's talking to me about a red car. So hopefully you'll understand that. If not, it'll come. Okay. Anything else? Margaret also in spirit. Okay, you got a new TV just for real. She's aware of that then, isn't she? She's also, you can take it as well, Trish. Have you got a mum called Dorothy as well then? But I'll get to you in a minute. But Fiona, she's also talking about somebody that's got a touch of, she's making my skin itch, which to me is a sign for somebody who's suffering with eczema or sensitive skin that she's talking about around you as well, that she's just aware of. She's talking about, actually, she's talking about baby oil, Fiona. Oh, you love red. So what's for the car connection with red? But she's talking to me about baby oil as if somebody puts that on their skin, or it might be that baby oil that's needed to be put on somebody's skin to soothe it a little bit. She's talking to me about that. Okay, then. All right. Okay. She wants to give you she's going to your feet now, Fiona. She wants to give you a massage to your feet. But she's also talking about you. What's she doing? She's also putting oil on your feet, Fiona. So I don't know if you have trouble with dry skin on your feet as well, because she's rubbing in oil into your feet as well. And trying to get rid of, she's talking about puffy feet and tired feet as well. Okay, so she's trying to take care of your feet, or she's suggesting you take care of your feet. But she's talking to me about that as well. She's still talking about feet, but now she's gone on to what you should wear on your feet, Fiona. You know, like the what do you call them? The slippers with just my brain goes when I do this. Unless they tell me what they want me to say, I can't think for myself. You know, the slippers which just have the bar across and no back to them. She's concerned about somebody that wears them, and she's concerned about them tripping up. She doesn't want them tripping up. So whoever wear those slippers without the backs on them, be aware that she's concerned that they don't fall over. So just be careful with them. Also, Fiona, you've got to be careful coming downstairs. She's saying, hold on to the rail, Fiona, hold on to the rail. We don't want you slipping. And then, you know, like it's not major. It's not from top to bottom. It's almost like we slip on a couple of land on our bum type thing. And she's saying, you'll end up on your bum. You'll end up on your bum. Be careful coming down the stairs, she's saying. Okay. She's got a lovely Alsatian dog with her. She's talking about an Alsatian in spirit as well, but she's also got a lady with her. Okay, she's also got a lady with her that kept or had a budgie as well that wants to be remembered to you as well. Also, Jack in spirit wants to say hello. Dorothy says that somebody has been looking at her photograph recently, and actually, I don't know what they did, whether they pointed something out on the photograph or something like that. Hold on to the rails, then, Fee. But she's talking about somebody's looked at a photograph and was pointing at it, doing something. I don't know what they were doing, but she was aware of that as well. She's also talking to me about an anniversary of a passing coming up as well. So there's an anniversary of a passing. She's just reminding you of that as well. Okay. You know, she was talking about stairs. Fiona, there's a memory of somebody going up a spiral staircase that she's bringing to me. Must be a memory somewhere. And that's all she said. There's a memory of a spiral staircase as well. Okay. She's going to go in a minute, but she just wanted to say she's come, Fiona, because she wants to let you know that she's listening to you. So you obviously talk. Okay. Somebody does, Fiona. I don't know who it is, but somebody's been looking at her photograph recently. So you'll have to ask. But she's talking about she's just come to say hello and acknowledge that you're sending your prayers up to her. All right. And just to tell you that she's listening. That's what she's come for. Oh, and also she wants me to send you a love as well. She's saying, can you send my love and let her know that I'm here and I'm listening? Okay. When she comes around you, she's playing with my face. So I don't, you know, when sometimes you feel as though you're going through cobwebs. Okay, it's that type of feeling with her that you might get, or somebody tickling your face or something like that. Okay, that you'll get when she's around you, but also the bringing of the smell of lavender that she likes as well. All right, and I think that's it. I think she's going. Yeah, she's going. She wants me to blow your kisses, so I hope that was okay for you, Fiona. I'll leave her love with you. Was there another lady that could take it, or has she gone off? She couldn't take the rest, Ben? Another lady with the name Dorothy, Mom Dorothy or Dottie. I think there was.
That's Trish. Yeah, Trisha and Wall.
There was somebody, weren't there? But I don't know if she stopped commenting whether she could take any more of it. But yes, we're good. Who's that then?
This is Rachel Ham. She's saying, "What wonderful!" Yes.
Oh, that's a different one. Okay. It's all right. I was wondering whether I should go back to the other lady that could take the part of the message as well, but I can't remember her name now. That's all right, Fiona. I can't remember her name. Who was the other lady that had Dorothy as well? Mules, that's where it was, weren't it? Mules. Do you know, when I do this, you know, it's like my brain comes out and the spirit have removed it and put their own in there. And I forget all of my words. Unless they tell me what to say, I'll just forget everything. Right, okay. I could take a great deal of the months, the sleep, the feet. Trish, did you take Dorothy, the name Dorothy? Because that's the name she gave me and told me that was her name as well. Trish could, yeah. So Trish, if you can take her as naming Dorothy, or Dottie as she was, this will be for you. I'll try and separate it to you. I'll try and give you a little bit of a message as well. If you can take most of it. Trish, apparently, if this is for you, you need some healing as well, Trish. This lady's sending you some healing down for you, Trish. Also, Trish, yeah, Dot. Okay, let's go with Trish for now then. She's sending you some healing, but she's also talking about stuffy heads, you know, like kind of headaches, stuffy heads, but she's giving you more water to drink, Trish. So I don't know if you need more water, but Dot wants me to give you more water to drink. She's also wanting to give you, what is it? Mackerson or Guinness, which is a sign for me that you need a bit of iron. That's my sign for needing a little bit of iron. She's talking about you being a little bit run down and a little bit tired. But she also says there's a gentleman in spirit that you should recognise because he liked his pint of Guinness. All right. And there is a memory of somebody having a sip of Guinness when they were little and getting like the froth all over the top lip. There's that kind of memory going on that Dot's got as well of somebody doing that. Okay. Trish, Dot, she's bringing, what is, I'm not going to be able to say this right. There's a dog, but I think she's talking about one down here that somebody's got. I'll say this wrong because it's an awkward name. I can't say. It's something like a vegan frige or something. Do you know what I mean? They're little dogs, aren't they? Do you know what it is, Ben? Is it a vegan?
Yeah, it's I tell you what it is in a minute.
Somebody will know what I mean. You'll know what I mean, Trish.
A bush frise or something. It looks like a little handbag.
Or something like that, a little dog. Yeah. But Dot is talking about one of them, Trish. So I don't know if somebody down here has got one or one.
Bush and frise. Jackie, yeah, bush.
I knew somebody would know it. I knew somebody would help me out.
And Audrey is Bichon frise. So I think it's a Bichon frise.
That's it, a Bichon frise. So that's for Trish from this lovely lady from Dot. She's mentioning that. So you'll probably find either somebody's got one, Trish, or somebody wants one of those little cute little dogs. But with Dot in spirit also, there is a little, there's quite a few dogs, you know, Trish. I don't know if you're aware of how many dogs there are in spirit. But there's a little Yorkshire Terrier. And there's also, I've lost the word. What was that other word? Other dog. There's a little Yorkshire Terrier, and there's also another little tiny dog. You know, them handbag dogs. I've forgotten the word because spirits took it away. But there's a couple of little dogs. Somebody obviously likes little dogs. That's all right, Jackie. Yeah, somebody likes, Debs is saying vegan something, name of dog. You know what I mean. I'll tell you what, I'll blame it on spirit. They're putting words in my mouth, you see. But anyway, she's talking about the love of little dogs is Dot, all right? She's talking about that. She's also saying there's a connection, Trish, to York, not New York, but York. So I think somebody's going to be going up there, but also Yorkshire as well. She's given me for you as well. And she's come also just to say hello to you, like the others come, just to say hello to you and let you know that they're around. So there's other spirit around you as well, but to let you know they're around, but also to let you know especially that you're not on your own. So I don't know if you've been saying sometimes, you know, I feel as though I'm on my own sometimes, or if spirit are around, but they're answering you with, yes, we're around, we're there. So that's what they've come for, a little bit of confirmation. Trish, you need to watch for the robin if you haven't had it already, because she's sending you a robin. All right, to confirm that as well. So watch for the lovely robin. And he's quite, he's a little robin, but he's got a lovely bright red chest. You know, some of them are a little bit dull, but this one is bright red. So you'll see him and say hello to Dot from the robin when the robin comes to see you as well. Anything more? Just before she goes, hang on. She plays with my ear. So I think you'll be going like this type of thing, Trish, because she's trying to get your attention. She's talking about playing with your ear. So that's how you'll know, I think, that Dot's around you. But keep talking to her because she does hear you, she says. She comes a bit of a cold as well. So you might go, ooh, a bit like this when she's trying to get very close to you to try and get your attention. And she's going now. She keeps saying, I'm going. But then she shouts and says something else. And on her way, she's calling out banana milkshake. So I don't know who likes the banana milkshake, Trish, but somebody obviously does. Banana milkshake, and that's where she's going. She's going now. She's leaving you with banana milkshake. So I hope that was okay for you. Georgia, I think I've got to come to you because I spotted your name earlier on. So I think I've got to come for you. We'll go with Georgia Armstrong, then Ben, because I'm coming with her first. And I've got a lovely gentleman with you, Georgia, a lovely gent. All right. I think this is Grandad that's coming forward for you. Very strong gent coming forward for you. very strong, because he's making me go totally cold. So I know he needs to talk to you, but I know that he wants to come to you to give you some strength. He's talking about you need a little bit of strength at the moment. All right. And also he's talking about upliftment with you as well. You need a little bit of upliftment. And he's talking about confusion around you at the moment. There's some confusion around you at the moment. You've also sent your prayers up to this gent, because he's talking about, she's mentioned me, she sent her prayers up to me asking for help. So hopefully you'll know this gentleman is Grandad, I think. But oh, it doesn't matter, you never met them, but talk to them. That's all right, George. You know what spirit are like. Family, they're just interested in you anyway, whether you've met them or not. They say that she's still family, and we're still looking after you. So it's a lovely, strong Granddad, like I said. And he has come, Granddad has come because of this strength. There's something that he keeps impressing on me, saying it's a strength. She needs a lot of strength. There's a lot going on around her at the moment. There's a bit of confusion in the family. It's like there's a lot going on in all different areas of your family. And he's also just said to me, there's a lot, she's got a lot to contend with. I don't know what he means by that, but she has a lot to contend with at the moment. He's just telling me that there's a lot of people, like, you know, when we say things like, oh, there's a lot of people that want a piece of me at the moment. And your Granddad is talking about that, having a lot of people just pecking at you, wanting your attention. That's where he's all right. That's where he's talking about, wanting your attention at the moment. So that's what you're having to contend with. Okay. And he wants to let you know that sometimes we don't feel appreciated down here. We do a lot for other people and we don't feel appreciated. But he wants to let you know that spirit know. All right, and spirit appreciate you. So he's just saying, we appreciate you. We know what you're doing. And we know that some people down here don't seem as though they appreciate you. You know what I mean? So spirit are watching you. They know what's going on. Okay, Grandad. He's linking you to Australia. He's just said to me, somebody's interested in Australia. And somebody, if they haven't already, is going to be doing some research into it and looking into going to Australia, or just going on a trip, or perhaps even more, he said to me. But somebody's going to be doing this research on Australia. Okay. He's been listening to a conversation where somebody has said, oh, I wish we lived in a hotter country. Somebody don't like the cold and wish they could live in like Spain or something like that, where it's nice and warm. Okay. Apparently your mom, or an older lady around you, he says, needs suffers with cold feet. Somebody's got quite watch for it, Georgia, because it'll come up. Somebody's got cold feet and needs their feet warming up. It's like circulation or something like that. So watch for that, because he's keeping his eye on that as well. And I think this is a lady that suffers with cold feet that he's talking to me about as well. He wants me to give you cheese, Georgia, because he's talking about somebody that enjoys different cheeses. Okay, he's just giving me one of those kind of selection packs of all different cheeses, but also somebody that likes Jacob's, is that what it is? Okay, Reynolds. He's also talking to me about Jacob's crackers as well. So somebody enjoys their cheese, somebody enjoys their crackers. Also, there is somebody in spirit. If you don't understand it, ask your parents or whoever, your nan or whoever. But there's somebody in spirit that used to jar their own pickled onions. Okay, so somebody used to make their own pickled onions, and your Granddad's just saying they're here. But also, he's talking about red cabbage as well. But I think he means somebody likes red cabbage. So you might have to check, Georgia. You'll find it all out. Somebody likes red cabbage. Hang on. With your mom, I want to give her lavender, but she likes it. And I don't know if it's her mom that likes lavender as well, but somebody likes lavender and they're giving it to your mom. And also somebody, you or your mom, should understand somebody in spirit that liked Old Spice or wore the Old Spice aftershave. All right, so you'll find out who that is as well. Okay. Grandad's talking to me. I don't really know what he means. He's calling it a picture book, and that's the exact words. It's all right, my hips just playing me up. He's calling it a picture book. And I said to him, what do you mean? All right, a picture book. And then he's put photos in it. So I don't exactly know what he means, but you may have to ask your mum about this because he's still around your mum at the moment. He's calling it a picture book, so I think she probably knows what it means. But inside it, I've got it. It looks like a photograph album to me. All right, so I'll have to leave that with you. But also, he tells me that somebody has been actually going through photograph albums, looking at old photographs as well, and he's been watching that as well. Okay. Okay. With you, Georgia, he's just said to me, he's just gone, I want to give us studying, but it's like he's taking it away again as if you're not too sure of what to study. All right. Yeah, it probably is your mum's dad, but he wants to give you this study, but kind of take it away as if you're you're a bit unsure of what you're studying. And you're not sure. So there's some uncertainty that he's aware of that. But it's as if there's like, he's bringing in a kind of a change in your work. So you may go into something else or change your mind or something like that. So there's some uncertainty about your work. That's all he's telling me. All right. Okay. And he wants me to give you I don't know how old you are. I don't know if you're very young. If you remember the old sixpences. Is make me give you a sixpence, but it's like somebody has got one of the old sixpences or something. You've been learning French. Oh, right. Okay, then that's probably what it is. But he's given me this old sixpence. So somebody's obviously got this old sixpence somewhere. And with that, he's just reminding, I think you're probably your mom or your nan, I've put in the sixpences in the homemade Christmas puddings. I don't know if you remember that either, but he's just bringing a memory of that. So share what we've give you with your mum as well, because she'll be able to fill in the pieces when she's thought about it of the things that you don't understand. But he is confirming the Australia link. So there must be something, because there's definitely going to be some sort of Australia link or somebody talking about that, because he's brought that back. So I hope that was okay for you. Just let everybody know that they're around. There's more spirit people around you as well, but it's just that he's come through because he's the strongest, I think. Okay, so I'll leave that with you, George. I hope that was okay for you. Right. Oh, I've got, what is this called? I've got somebody here with me, and they're talking about bubblegum at the moment. And I can see the bubble gum, and I can't quite get the name of it. I've got I've got two people. I don't know who's talking, a man or a woman, but I've got somebody with me that's talking about bubble gum. But it's the old bubble gum that we used to have when we were younger, and it's wrapped up like a sweet, and it's pink. Is it Hubba Bubba or something like that? I can't remember what it was. But there's this bubble gum that's wrapped up like a sweet. And he's talking to me about this as if there was somebody that used to have it quite a lot, as if they were almost addicted to this bubble. Is that what it is? Jubba Bubba?
Sam C says, Jubba Bubba.
I can't remember it. I'll know it. If somebody brings the name up, I will find it. It's something like that.
And Diana Simpson says, Hubba Bubba.
Yeah, they're wrapped up individually like sweets.
And Sam has come back and confirmed. And Georgia Armstrong, Hubba Bubba. There you are.
So I've got a gentleman with me who's talking about this Hubba Bubba that somebody should recognise, somebody that used to eat it quite a lot. Oh, bazooka. I remember the bazooka, but it wasn't that though. I think it's the Hubba Bubba type thing.
Hubba Bubba?
Yeah. But I'll get you a bit more so that you know. but it's somebody that's got a gentleman in spirit that's talking about somebody down here. That's it, round and pink. That's what it was. It's lovely. I haven't had it for years, but yeah, somebody had it quite a lot. Used to eat it quite a lot, and this gentleman's talking about that. All right. Who is this gentleman? Now, this is a dad that I've got with me. He's telling me he's a dad. So he's got this memory of somebody loving this bubble gum. But this bubble gum also, what they used to do is chew it and then wrap it up back up in the paper and save it for later. Oh, God. So somebody's got a memory of doing that. So chewing this gum and saving it till later. All right. Very sweet stuff. This dad or granddad is talking about that as well. He's also given me the name Frank. I don't think that's his name, but he's connected to a Frank. So you've probably got the name of Frank that's meaning something to you as well. He's bringing that in. So somebody used to... Hubba Bubba is the main thing. He's just told me Hubba Bubba is the main thing. And also wrapping it up, saving it for later. And also the name Frank will mean a connection as well. And also the dad in spirit, the dad, and well, he's got a dad and he's a granddad actually. He's also talking about the month of September means something to him. And also February means something to him as well. And there's a connection with trains, either working on the trains or he's talking about a hobby. Somebody likes traveling on the trains as well with this gentleman. He's aware of that as well. So there's a travel on the trains as well. He's taking me down to Portsmouth as well. Oh, did you Samsy? Okay. My dad's in spirit. But it's a hubba bubba.
Hold on. My friend's dad was Frank, and my dad's in spirit. And that's Rachel Ann.
Rachel, can you take the hell hubba bubba though? It's got to come in with the hubba bubba.
Would understand all but as grandfather. Sam C is saying.
There's a dad as well, so it could be grandfather.
So Sam, we'll call her Sam, okay?
Sam.
And, Rachel Ann is saying yes to the hubba bubba.
So who's the Facebook? Is that the lady with the friend's dad was Frank and my dad's?
Yeah, her friend's dad was Frank and her dad's in spirit as well.
Okay, we'll have that lady. Is it a lady? I don't know who that is. Facebook user.
She said she saved it for days. Oh.
Who are we talking to then? What's her name?
Rachel Ann. The next time I see her, I'm going to go, yuck.
Rachel, so this is your dad I can actually hear him laughing in my ear roll now. So I've obviously got to the right person. So we'll stay with you then,
Rachel. Stay with Rachel Ann. I feel we're with her. She says she knows it's yuck.
Oh, no, but it's a nice memory and it means it's quite specific, isn't it, to get to her. And the first thing your dad then is talking about, or what he's doing with you, Rachel, is he's going, oh, as if this is you. So I don't know if you've been doing a lot of huffing and puffing. He's just said to me, oh, she's worn out. She needs a break. So you obviously need it, or your dad thinks that you need a bit of a break. He's talking, his words are, Rachel, he's just said to me, she needs a break from the rat race. So we need to take you out into the countryside for a nice break. That's where he's talking about with you, taking you out into the countryside for a nice break. Now he's also taking you down to he mentioned Portsmouth to me as well, so he's taking you down to Portsmouth. And when I said why Portsmouth, he was talking about there is a connection with the Navy in your family as well, Rachel. So I don't know if you're aware of that, but he's taking me to the big ships as well, and the naval connection. He's actually said that somebody is going to be doing the family tree as well. So you may well spot this connection in the family tree because he's bringing that in as well. But he's also saying there is also a link to Scotland with you as well. So I don't know if you're aware of that already, but he's taken me up to Scotland and he's taken me to, he took me to Edinburgh, and now he's talking about, I've got this right, Kilbride, is it? Kilbride? You'll find it out. Don't worry, Rachel. He's talking about Kilbride as well. So watch for the link up there with Kilbride. He's talking to me also about there is a baby that you should understand in spirit as well. All right. So watch for the baby. He's just saying I've got the baby in spirit with me as well. All right, there you go. So the watch for the link to Scotland, also the baby in spirit that they're looking after as well. He tells me also in spirit there's a lady called, I can never get this quite right, it's either Irene or Eileen in spirit, okay, that wants to just say hello to you as well, so you'll find out who she is. He wants me to, you know, when people do this to us as a bit of comfort, he wants to give you a little bit of comfort by holding your head like this and giving you a little bit of comfort. You know what he's also doing, Rachel? I don't know whether he means he used to do this to you when you were younger, when we used to rub our noses together. He's doing that to you as well. Okay, he's rubbing noses with you as well. So he's bringing that just to say that's what used to happen when we're younger as well. Okay, anything else? He wants me to give you a... he wants me to give you a grizzly bear, Rachel. And I said to him, what do you mean by a grizzly bear? Now he's taken me to Canada, okay, because I always connect, I don't know why, I don't know if there's even bears in Canada, but a grizzly bear to me is a symbolic for a connection to Canada. But if you can take it another way, watch it, but watch for it. But a grizzly bear. Oh, hang on a minute. With the grizzly bear, he's just said to me, a great big bear hug. So I don't know if that he means that's a connection with you. He's just said to me, a big bear hug. He needs to give you a great big bear hug, and it's a real good strong hug. But I think he was quite he used to do that quite a lot. Okay, but he wants to give you this lovely bear hug. Okay, then he's just said to me, Rachel, when you go somewhere, so it looks like you're going on a holiday, he's not telling me where. When you go somewhere, make sure your passport is up to date. Double check the dates, is saying, on your passport. Make sure they are up to date. And somebody, hopefully this is a memory and it's not to come, but he's still on about passports. He's just told me that somebody's name on a passport was spelt wrong. So I'm hoping it's in the past. But if not, watch for it, Rachel. Just make sure your name's spelt wrong, because he's talking about a misspelt passport name. Okay, watch for that as well. There's some mix-up about the names. There's maiden names and all sorts. So I don't know what's going on. So watch for the names. Won't dwell on that. Come on, Dad. He's just said to me, in our family, some people, some men were known for having bushy eyebrows. Okay, so I don't know if your dad means he had, or there's somebody above him like his dad that had bushy eyebrows. And someone had quite, you know, when you get the bushy eyebrows and you get kind of the loose hairs and they go all over the place. He's having a bit of a giggle with somebody that used to have bushy eyebrows and the hairs used to go a bit of astray as well. And also he's talking about somebody, and I think this is separate, somebody that had one of those moustaches that go up, you know, like those, I think they're called handlebar moustaches that go up. Somebody used to do this. In fact, he tells me that you will see them on a photograph. So I know it's going back a little bit with the handlebar moustache. You'll see that on the photographs as well. He's just said to me, Rachel, he's just said, and his words are, she started to cheer up a bit. So it's like you've been a little bit sad, and he's now saying that you've started to cheer up a bit. So I hope you know what he means, but he obviously feels that you are cheering up a little bit. Okay. And he's just said to me, long may it continue. Long may it continue, this cheering up that's going on around you as well. He also wants to give you angels. It's like somebody likes angels, or they've got pictures, or they've got a cross or something like that he just wants me to give to you. So there's an angel link somewhere as well. It's all right. It's making me laugh. This is hard work, Rachel. He's trying to give me a hairstyle here, but I can't see. Somebody, he's got knowledge of somebody that had their hair in plaits, but it's like they're sticking, you know, those really funky styles where somebody had lots of plaits, but they stuck quite high on the head and held down, you know what I mean? Like that. I can't describe it, but somebody had lovely loads of plaits. Funky style hairstyle, he's just said to me. Is it you? And he's just having a bit of a giggle like that. And also, I don't know whether he means you like to dye your hair, but he's given me blue hair as well. With these plaits, there's some blue. So somebody obviously has had blue hair at one stage as well that he remembers as well. And he's just bringing that. Did he hate it, did he? Obviously likes it now, doesn't he? Because he's having a bit of a giggle about it. Okay. All right. Right. The last thing I think he's going to say now is watch your eyes, Rachel. What he's doing is he's giving me with you kind of bloodshot eyes, but I don't know whether he means you've been crying or you've been a bit upset or whether your eyes are just a bit sore, because he's putting in eye drops, all right, to help you with your eyes as well. So make sure you look after your eyes. Okay. He's only been gone 1 month, so he's really doing well then. He must be quite a good communicator then, Rachel, if he's only been gone a month. He's just letting you know that he's around, isn't he? What is that, a pint of what? He wants me to give you, watch your eyes then, because again, a little bit sore. There's somebody, he's talking to me about a drink now in a pub, but I didn't quite catch it, to be honest. It's something with lime in it, either lager and lime or somebody that liked. He's talking to me about cold beer. It must be cold. So I don't know who complains about having warm beer. And your dad's saying it must be cold beer. It must be cold beer. And he's having a bit of giggle, but he's putting a shot of lime in it for somebody. So I don't know who drank the lime beer. He's just said to me, I've got John up here. John's up here. He wants to say hello, so he knows who John is. And also he's just said to me, Margaret's here as well. And I don't know if I'll give you September. He wants me to give you September. There you go. Wants me to give you the month of September. He just says, I'll just let her know that I'm around. You should feel in, I don't know if you do a lot of this, where you feel as though your hair's being played with, but he's playing with your hair, Rachel. So you should feel this. You should be forever doing this type of thing, or feel as though somebody's pulling at your hair. Okay. So that's how he's just said to me, when I get used to it, you might find that things are moving in the house, little things, you know what I mean? You'll put something down and they'll move. So he's just said to me, I'm practicing. So you might find things. Oh, that's good. Yeah, so you know he's around. Just keep talking to him, Rachel, because he does hear you. He says, I'm still there. I'm still there. He's saying, and that's exactly how he's saying it. I'm still there, Rachel. I'm still around. I still know what's going on. And I'm still involved. So he's still involved in everything. Okay, so I hope that was okay. I think he's going to go now. He's just said to me, I must go. Oh, he's just said, things to do, places to be, I must go. And he's gone. So I hope that was okay for you as well. There you go.
I think we're...
have you finished?
Rachel Ann said, good, I still need him. Lisa, oh, wonderful message. So we've had quite a lot of people watching us this evening, Deb, and it's been wonderful evidence. Many people came on and said hello, and afterwards were joining. And for the people who asked for messages, very often we're not able to give messages on request. We open to spirit, and who comes in. That's about it, isn't it, really?
Yeah. Well, spirit always get to the people they feel need it the most at the time, don't they?
Yeah.
They will get to whoever they think really need the message. But I mean, all you can say is when your time comes, you'll get a message.
Yeah.
Is that right, Ben? Yeah.
Yeah. And Mark was asking about his wife and his daughter, and at the healing on Thursday night, Mark, as I said to you at the time, your wife and daughter were standing beside me throughout the service, sending you healing and love. And tonight they're not here, although they're around. I can feel them. They're not here. So, maybe we'll come with more information on another evening. We can never tell. Even if we work on Zoom, and I'll give next week we'll be on Zoom for this evening. Zoom sometimes is easier. You can look at somebody and immediately go to them. But on this channel, we have to build the evidence, don't we?
Well, it's awkward on here, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
there's also a bit of delay, and it's not like when you're in church when you can see everybody. And when I'm in church, I can just go directly. Spirit
And
just guide me and just go bump, 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 bump,
Yeah.
bump. You
And
can't do that here.
They tell you about the person, they tell you what the message is going to be about, and they tell you who they've got. And they tell you about uncles, aunts, and Tom Cobley and all who want to come in and talk. So just a few comments. Facebook user, that's Rachel Ann, and Facebook user. Jackie Lidster is amazing. Sam Mortman, a wonderful read, Rachel. Cheryl Bednack, thank you both for a lovely evening. Both well done. Alba saying Zoom is much easier. Okay, yes, of course, this is how it works. Messages to people who need it. And I think this is Mark. I'm so grateful, and always another time. And Sue Treadwell, lovely evidence and messages, Deb. Zoom, that's Abba saying that. Rachel Mayer, lovely evening, and thank you. And thank you, Rachel, for joining us. Nick Rosen, it was a good evening and good messages. Facebook user, always amazing and a beautiful night. That's Mark A. And Dorothy Devine. Dorothy Devine, beautiful messages. And Dorothy, a lovely man with me this evening, come in when I saw your name. And all I could see were pink hearts coming all around you, Dorothy. I think you know who I'm talking about. Samantha J. Thank you. I feel more at peace. Oh, this is Rachel Ann.
Good. Yeah.
And Vivian, brilliant evidence tonight, Deb, as always. And enjoy the evening. This is Andrea Rees.
Can't believe how quick it's gone, Ben. I thought I was only about halfway through.
Sorry, this is Abla again. Abla, I'll write to you in the next week, and maybe we'll set something up. It's time we had somebody from the Middle East, although living in Nottingham, come on, shake us up. Love listening to people's amazing messages. Thank you. And Georgia Armstrong, thank you, Ben. I'm going to listen again later. And beautiful evening with amazing evidence. Thank you. That's Diana Simpson. Diana, thank you very much. Hubba bubba. Dorothy Devine, thank you, Ben. So Dorothy, this man comes around me quite a bit whenever I see your name come up, and tells me his name is Joe. So we talk to you about that sometime. Good night. God bless Ben and Deb and everyone on here. That's Marie. Or Audrey de Canson, fabulous as always. See, you've got your paid people on. Abla says, lovely, thanks. And Fiona Rosen, thank you both. And Spirit, of course. And Vivian says, thank you, Ben, also. Thank you, Vivian. And lovely to have your energy with us. Mark A., I appreciate everything you give as well. I love seeing others getting beautiful messages. And Martin West, exactly. Spirit comes with a message for the most important context, and we all can take something from these beautiful messages. Thank you, Martin. Martin is a medium as well. That's, thank you. Lovely evening, very good evidence. That's Wendy Fahy was saying that, and a Facebook user before that. Good night, and thank you for your love. And that's Abla. And Wendy Fahy, as I say, and Leo Rees. Okay. So the week ahead, tomorrow, 12 o'clock, noon, we have our Sunday Divine Service, and that's with spirit artist, Paul John Nashbrook. Okay. Okay, so Facebook here, Martin perfectly said. And yes, awesome. Okay. So we have Paul John Lasbrick, a very evidential medium, and also draws the people that he's in contact with as well. And so you will see a likeness in most of the messages. And when he's on, I tend to give one or two messages as well. So if you're not doing anything tomorrow morning, you can watch us, madam. Wednesday evening at 7:30, we have Susan Crawford Hughes and myself will be running an open circle, starting at 7:30. And this is a training open circle. So then, and many people who've joined us tonight come on, and we encourage you to look at the evidence and give messages. So we tend to give very few messages, but we encourage the people taking part to work. Then on Thursday evening at 8 o'clock, we have healing with Nigel Wharton from Buckingham. So Nigel and I are on together on Thursday evening. He's promised me he's going to be a host, and but not this time. Next time he will be the host. So I look forward to that. We're looking for hosts, madam.
Oh.
Okay. Next Saturday, both Paul Ashbrook and myself will be at Brixham Spiritualist, United Spiritualist Church at an afternoon tea event doing private readings. So if anybody would like a private reading with me, I'll be at Brixham 2 to 4 next Saturday afternoon. I don't know how much they're charging, but the event is to raise money for a local charity. And then on Saturday evening, are you doing anything next Saturday? Don't worry.
I can't remember.
Don't worry. Paul Ashford and myself will be on doing on Zoom doing an intimate evening of mediumship. We find rather than having lots of people on, that we're now doing two is the most, because it seems to work quicker and better with the messages. Yeah. Next Sunday, 12 noon, we have Jack Eckhard Langeland, who is president of the Danish Spiritualist Association, and he's on taking the Sunday service. And there.
Busy.
Yeah. And the following week, we're interviewing some new people, and throughout May, we've got Frederick Hagland coming on from Sweden, and lots of new people, maybe even Abba, if we're lucky. This is good night and God bless. That's Mark. Good night, Mark, and thank you. So I guess that's us done, isn't it?
It is.
Thank you, Deb. If I just take you off screen, and I'll come back to you in a minute. So thank you all for watching this evening, and do join us through the week on the Nothing Fancy Spiritualist Church. Thank you, Georgia, and good night to you. And good night to you all. And we wish you peace and love to you and your families. And those of you who'd like to join us tomorrow at 12 noon, please do. Okay, so there we are. Good night and God bless. Thank you.